What is up, guys? Welcome to Dive In Garage, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to solve a common problem when you're tearing down engines, rebuilding engines, and that is strip threads in the block. Now, you might have gotten your engine like this. You might have accidentally messed the threads up yourself like I did, but either way, today we're going to get them fixed. Let's dive in. Now, in this block we have two threads that are messed up, and like I said, I accidentally damaged this myself. When I was doing an engine block pressure test video, I wasn't using the right bolts like I should have. That's on me. And I ran some bolts that were too short. I had a head bolt on here with a head gasket, and they were too short. When I was going to torque them down, they got loose again. You know the story. Anyway, these two throw holes got messed up, and let's fix them. And it's pretty easy. All we're going to be using is this helicoil kit. Now you might be wondering, Ben, that is not going to be strong enough to handle the torque that a cylinder head needs to be bolted down. But guys, let me tell you, there are many blocks out there that have these in them that are running just fine. And if you're really curious, go check out Project Farm. He did a video on these. These can take the load, and let's go ahead and get these in there. First step in what we're going to do here is we need to bore out these holes with this drill bit provided in the kit, and so that way we can re-tap some holes and put our helicoils back in, and then we'll be back in business. So if you're doing this by hand like I am, you really don't need anything fancy. Hold it pretty straight and let her rip. Because if you look, these holes are not even perfect as it is. So this is a good hole. Look at all that play there is there. And that's how it came from the factory, and all these factory bolt holes line up just fine. So all you gotta do is take your time, go slow, and that's really it. Cast iron drills and taps pretty dang easy. Now, if you want to try and get your setup level like this, you can, but the way my engine stand works is it doesn't have a bolt that holds it in place. There are just some holes that you put a little stud through, or a little, I don't know, pin, I guess you call this. And if I let go, it's just gonna fall. So unfortunately, I can't do that with my stand, but if your stand uses a bolt to keep your setup steady, or your engine steady, then you're good to go. I'm gonna get as close as I can, and that's what we're gonna have to work with. The kit comes with a, I think it's like a 11.6 millimeter, so just under a half inch, and you can go right for that if you want, but I'm going to try and step it up slow. So this here is just a 3/8 bit, just a little bit bigger than that 7/16. We're going to try and make sure we're going straight, and then we'll step it up as we go along. Okay, nice and easy. Easy day. I'm going to do a 7/16, stepping it up just 1/16 at a time. Go ahead and get that dust wiped off there. We're going to try and keep it out of the cylinders, but we'll give these a nice wipe down before we go to do any sort of installation, because after this we got to paint it. All right, now that we've done the 3/8, we've done the 7/16, so now it's time for the actual drill bit that came with the kit. This, like I said, this is 11.6. I don't know what that comes out to in inches, but it's a step, just a little step up from that 7/16. There we go, nice and easy. Alrighty, well, I did one, but my microphone was dead. So let's do the second one together. All right, so now that you got your tap all nice and ready, what we're gonna do is try and maintain as straight as possible on this hole and tap her down. And we're gonna go all the way down as far as we can until we run out of tap, and all the way back out. Before you start sending it, make sure you check, double check, take your time. This is the most crucial part of the whole thing. There we go. And the cast iron tap's pretty easy, so I'm not even going to use any cutting fluid or anything. Also, because I want to keep it off of the primer, I still got to paint this block, and I don't want to mess up my prime job. There we go. Once you found a sort of rhythm, keep on going. And of course, back out and keep going. Clean out the threads every so often. And once it gets a little easy, you're probably through the deck, and just keep running the tap until you run out of tap. There you go. Right about now. Back her out. And then of course, everything we're tapping, everything we drilled earlier did go into that coolant jacket. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. So we'll have to clean that out with some compressed air, maybe some water, not sure yet, but you cannot forget that before you start reassembling this thing. Okay, once you got your hole tapped, helicoil assembled on the tool, and just gently screw it in. It should catch the threads kind of quickly, and it should go down with low resistance. All right, and our goal is about a half turn below the surface. So just take your time and stop whenever you think it's about a half turn below the surface, which I think, oh, not yet. There's like a leading edge of the helicoil. You gotta find that. There we go. That's pretty dang good. Now let's break that tang off. I like to choose an Allen key to break them off, and you just give her a nice tap. Boom, clean, just like that. Now let's give them a test. I got a 7/16 bolt here. Let's see, how do we do? Feels good. About the other one. Also feels good. Very nice, very nice. Well guys, it is just that easy. So now you know how to fix threads in your block so you can keep it, save it, and keep on building. If you liked the video, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribe button down below. And if you got a question, leave a comment. A lot of the videos I make come from comments, come from viewers and the viewers suggested. So that's a good way to let me know what you want to see in another video. Well, you guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, get out there, dive in your next project. Catch you next time.